Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Well, a bit disappointing. The price here isn't really putting a low in place at this stage. The double bottoming structure that's forming here is actually rather indicative of a little bit further downside. I mean, I'm not talking here we're in a bearish market or anything, but it would so far the market has left us with any definite signs of a bottom. Okay, so at the moment, it seems more likely that we get to the $157 mark unless we really see a stick safe moment here, like a basically, a change in dynamic from here, which appears very unlikely now. But it can always happen, you know. It's just that we need to see something. The market needs to give us something that would indicate a shift in momentum, that would indicate we might form a low. So a few things to talk about. First of all, in the yellow count, the assumption is that the wave 4 bottomed here on the 20th of March. I did say I give this view, let's say, primary status as long as we're holding that Friday low. But that's at $168. So we're just witnessing the break of the same. So I already posted that on Discord earlier today that we'll probably now head to 157. Given the sharp downtrend, because, you know, if you measure the retracements of this rally that we've seen between Friday and the Monday high, the retrace is it's come down too much, right? So for any reliable 1-2 structure or something. Very protracted correction now. So if we are dealing with the white count, then the wave 4 is still unfolding. That's the other scenario we've been watching, both bullish, okay, but I mean, the yellow one is not invalidated. The yellow one could still surprise with a low B wave. I mean, that can always happen. The B wave is not invalidated below the 78.6 retracement level, but it's just getting less likely that it still starts from here, and it rather shifts probabilities towards the white count. But even if it's a low B wave, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference because we're still watching for higher prices, but now need some kind of a 1-2 setup to the upside to indicate and confirm that really that C wave to the upside has indeed started. Don't really see it at this stage. And I highlighted to you that if we get a break below that Friday low, which could happen at any moment here, we're likely going to test 157 next. That's not only the ideal target for a wave 4 in general, it's a 38.2 retracement. No, it's also, I think it's the 100% extension of the white wave W, because that's a very common target then for a Y wave. And let me just add the fib. Yeah, it's just above that, like $158, okay? It's just above that. So we have this WXY structure, and then within the Y wave, an ABC. So that would be very common to get there. There will be structural support along the way, most likely. I mean, we now have structural support. This previous low at 168, the Friday 22nd of March low, and the last Friday low. So again, and the 78.6 fib level, but we seem to sustain below that now. So yeah, I would assume we're now heading towards 157 to $158, and then from there a rally to the upside could start. So at the moment, still caught in the correction. The market basically hasn't given us any reliable indication of a low in place. For the first solid confirmation that a low is in place, we need to see a break above the B wave high. That's at $185.30. And the support levels are clear, so 157, 158 should offer good support. There's also a trend line that's running, so that would be additional support in this area. And then below that level, we have $143. That's another area where there is fib confluence. It's the 50% retracement and the 1.38 extension. So more good support there, ideally. But yeah, ideally, we don't want to break it below it. Okay, so at some point, we'll have to say that's too low for a fourth wave. If it goes below 131 especially, I have to assume that the entire third wave already topped. That's currently not preferred. But there's still plenty of space on this chart for support. Yeah, that's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.